Yo, the name's Alpen, and today we are taking a look at a game here between Bobers, the team Bobers. We got Falko and Aljosa playing as the Axis. We got Vermac and Okida. Actually, we don't. We have double OKW. Never mind. Fighting PFC and Ray, playing as the Americans and the Soviets. I actually don't know if this is a league match. It might be. Either way, we are taking a look at it. And we have the first couple of engagements here. We only have one Pathfinder, which, I mean, it could be a league game because Pathfinders, you're only allowed to get one in the league. But it might also just be the allies here practicing because both of these teams are playing in the league. And it seems... Ooh! Very nice attempt there from Ray, or also known as Ashabloy, with the satchel on retreat. Meanwhile, we have Axis taking the south. We have 2-1, so elite armored for Falko. Meanwhile, Aljosa here has also gone for elite armor. Very interesting. I do think generally it is better to actually run different battle groups, but perhaps both of these players recognize that this commander is really strong on this map. Meanwhile, Ray here has gone for Partisans. Now, this has actually been seeing a lot more play than I have ever seen before, at least since Partisans has been not very strong. But the main key takeaway here is that you get Mark, you get Spy Network, you get Camo, and Radio Intercept, which is a very strong combination as the 2-1 is going in here for the M3, does get it. Very nice pickup there from Falko. Sturms might not be that safe on retreat though. We got a bunch of infantry and this is not Co 3. Ladies and gentlemen, they might be going down here. Very little health remaining and they do indeed go down. That's not the best of trades. M3 for Sturmpio. Meanwhile, Aljosa here with the follow-up. A bit too late though. Could have possibly saved the Sturmpio. Either way, very good map control here from the Axis. So we got the Sturmpioneers here closing in on the RE. PFC not paying attention, does go down. Meanwhile, the Axis seem to hold. The double fuel not entirely connected. This point is not connected, which is of course necessary. If I bring up the tactical map, you can see here this is not connected, so it's not giving fuel, but it is at least denying the allies of the fuel. As we have another M3 here rebuilt from Asha. There's 2-1s. There might even be snares. PTRS pop and take out a 2-1. That's a excellent targeting there from the penals. It can be a bit difficult to actually use this because you can't really select the target. But holy, they are connecting shots here. 2-1. Oh, nice place there. Will he get away? I doubt it. He does reveal himself opening fire there. It's gonna cost him another M3, but he does take out both 2-1s, which is very nice considering those units can be quite good in the long run, as you can put them on a resource node and increase resource income. Does of course also salvage here, which is actually quite a bit of fuel here. 5 from that, 5 from this, that's 10 fuel. I don't think he's gonna finish that. No, you don't want to risk it. Command Engineer should be fine. There's a lot of Americans coming on the retreat path here though. False Grenadiers are quite low. Have to stay cautious here. We do actually have another 2-1 coming around from Falko. Not entirely sure why you would rebuild that. Also very nice retreat path here. Obviously these players know the retreat path. He soft retreated until he would get this path, otherwise he would go through the blob, which is something you do want to avoid. And these wires are not perfectly placed, still managed to sneak out there. Which is kind of funny considering how much wires this is. Or did they wire both? No, they didn't. Okay. Actually, they both rebuilt their 2-to-1s. Interesting. Double battle group, double 2-to-1. Stern Pioneer, of course, also rebuilt. You do need that unit. And we have another M3. Third M3 of the game. There's a lot of super lights going on here. This is not Call of 3, but you know, certainly reminiscent with all these light vehicles roaming the field. Of course, Aljosa here probably a bit annoyed by the fact that he can use this wire. If he couldn't, then he would do a lot more damage there as they would escape on the other side. As here comes the M3 PTRS penals. The Axis are relentless here, going straight for the fuel again. Large tactical battle groups, or battle formations. To have a cheeky satchel, Falko is paying attention at least. Sometimes you do not get the grenade call out on those, which can be very annoying. Meanwhile, we do have an M1 anti-tank gun dropping in here from PFC. I imagine he will take it in himself, perhaps with the Pathfinders. We also have the A half-track here. I did get the snare there, but he ended up cancelling it, just to not risk losing. He did not have a follow-up anyway, so wouldn't matter much if he got it in. Looks like these folks are about to breach the house. That's of course not possible. Meanwhile, Raketten for both OKW players, they basically have identical build orders here. Hit the gun in a rather excellent position. Also making sure to remove this sandbag with the anti-tank gun, getting full value out of your units at all times. Raketten, attack run through the bush, connects. Will he try it again? There is a hill here, so there's a rather large chance that it overshoots. We also have a sneaky demo here. We have something dying. The M3 goes down, most likely to the Raketten. Yes, indeed, Raketten has a vehicle kill. And the penals are struggling a bit here to hold the line. Can be a bit rough, not being able to fortify. As we see the American is doing, placing some tank traps for some cover. Still no further checking from the Axis. There is quite common in team games to go quite quickly to tier 3 just to get those obers out. As you don't really need the upgrade, and placing aggressive Schwers can risk, or can mean that you risk losing them. We also have the second 2-to-1 here is actually using the ability I mentioned earlier, the lockdown, which increases the resource count, so they're just getting quite a bit of extra fuel there. It's not for all the team members compared to a cache, but it's still quite good. Getting him an extra 7 fuel there, which is basically another fuel point in control for Aljosa. The Stern Pioneer is charging in here, but it's just in the middle of nowhere. Cannon setting up attack round through the bush again, I believe. Actually might have had line of sight there. Something hits a mine, the combat engineer. Flame nade popped on the sandbag circle. We have a 50 cal. Also more mines here. Soviet been busy. Honestly, I would just satchel this house at this point. Just get rid of it, you know. Yeah, double bars here, making the whole matchups quite painful. Still double 2-to-1 here though. There you go, something went down, the house gets satcheled. Dropping that bar, that's very unfortunate. That's gonna be given. I'm not sure if the... No, folks don't have an extra weapon slot. It's things like that I've been forgetting now that I've been playing so much KO3. Sternpio should be able to pick that bar up though. More so just to deny it from the allies. Yeah, it's gonna head off and repair. Yeah, that cutoff does hurt a bit, but I'm sure the axes are still fine. We do have the Schwerer up here, not one for Aljosa yet. Meanwhile, allies. Radius tacked tier 3, still no major for PFC. Of course, he's not in a real hurry. There you go, major is building. This game is sort of slowing down a bit. Both teams just consolidating. He's gonna attempt an attack round. Doesn't quite connect, but next shot might. He's not quick enough to update the target there. Yeah, this suppression is actually making sure the rifles win this, which is very nice. Taking out the green cover there. 50 cal flank. Gotta pay attention here though, this house is booby trapped, so if Falko attempts something, it's not gonna work out for him. Ober's out. Getting those LMGs. I imagine PFC here will follow up with a Scott straight away. We do have some leagues popping for the Axis as well to get some more indirect on the field. Another satchel. Just brute forcing their way in here. Ober's actually dropping real quick. They do need that meat shield. We did have a loss somewhere. I'm not using the enhanced replays mod, unfortunately, so I did miss that. Seems Falko here in some rather large trouble. We do see a smoke there on the retreat path. Might be enough to save those Stern Pioneers from the captain. Both the allied players are just ravaging the right side. Schwerer does dash some damage. Ooh! Satchel do take out some models. If anything, it just stops the push there. Penal's looking for the 2-1. Stopped by the Schwerer. Mayor pushing in here on the league. Of course, the Mayor does have quite a large vision radius, as you can see here. This is, of course, also the Pathfinder, but with that gone, you'll see the Major also has quite a large vision that helps you spot. Captain connects. Ooh. Almost lost the 2-1 there to the M1. Smoking himself out of there. Stern Pioneer might need to throw a stun nade here to win that. No, he's not gonna risk it. 2-1 gonna head over and force that rifle away. Yeah, liking the allied compositions here, to be honest. We got a rather large force for PFC. MG 80 gun. We also have a Catty now for Ray, who's running a bit of an not as strong comp, I would say. Definitely been having some rather bad engagements this match, losing all those M3s. So yeah, 4 penals to his name. And he's now getting a 50 cal, it seems, from his teammate. Very nice. Also, teammates dropping him an 80 gun. This is very nice here, using the airborne for this. That way he doesn't have to take tier 2. And of course, I would say the M1 is a bit worse, at least without veterancy compared to the Sys gun, but once you get the vet going, the M1 does become quite insane with that vet 1 ability. Meanwhile, the first P4 hits the field, I imagine Falko is going to do the same, but he mostly had the fuel there entirely because he used the lockdown ability of the 221. Ooh, Raketten caught in the open. We'll make it out of there. Yeah, these 2-to-1s are really paying off, even though they both lost one each, you know. This guy has now got 8 kills, this guy's got 4. Not to mention the just health damage. Hitting gun, setting up, connects the first shot there, very nice, finds an angle. Second shot as well, already vet 1, now we got this super strong ability here. Super strong. We do have another Panzer 4 there. Tier 4 is up for array, still no further vehicles other than the Caddy. Imagine he's going for a T-34-76. He could also go for an SU here. Catty not quite getting the scatter rolls that you're looking for yet, but I'm sure we'll see many more barrages. Major capping might actually go down to the league here. Yes, indeed. Basically hugged the flagpole there, so taking a lot of damage. Sherman for PFC, no Scott. Not sure what this retreat was. I'm guessing because he ran into this 50 cal. And we have, is that a second league? Yes indeed, second league coming in for Aljosa. They're getting a lot of indirect here. Gonna follow up that with some more Obers. As the anti-tank is repositioning, we're gonna see more attack rounds here. Very nice hits from the Sherman though, might be able to pick up that full squad. It's not gonna follow it seems, had some issues with pathfinding around the fence. Mines going down on that road, very nice mine location. Smoke's heading in the east, but not following it up, it seems. Falko has to defend the center, as we have Souk rifles, that's interesting. Rifleman here getting very low, PFC not quite paying attention, just disappearing to this infantry force. P4 makes it out of there with a sliver of HP. Catty opening fire, forcing away the infantry blob. Ooh, this P4 could find that. He did go for the machine gun upgrade, which is a bit interesting. You do have the Panzer Commander in this commander, which is quite nice. It increases the vision range, among other things, of course. Makes the gun better, you get a better off-map ability. It's a bit odd to see that. M1 here struggling to penetrate. That's 3 shots now. So we have a second Caddy going down on the Rakettens. One is about to get decrewed, I believe. Might be able to make it out of there. Oof. Very interesting weapon combination. It's got 1 bar and 1 Souk. Might have been a misclick, I'm not entirely sure, or he might have picked it up if the REs dropped it or something. Parrot on the field. Quite a nice unit. struggle continues. Oh, are we about to see the booby trap go off? Kind of insane how Falko is not falling for the temptation of getting into this garrison. But you should always be wary of garrisons playing versus Soviets. As Ray is definitely struggling a bit to hold his side, but he did also go double carry, which is a very long-term investment. We had a very sneaky Raket in there. I think he was trying to get around, maybe find a couple of Katyushas. But the penals did notice that. Or he's getting quite low here, gotta be careful. There's a lot of leagues. One RE goes down. LMGs, Paras. Finally entering action. P4 fully repaired straight into an M1. Another Catty. League running. Should be fine. Oh, actually, maybe not. Never mind. Yeah, these Catties are slowly vetting up. We also have a T-34 now. Ooh! Huge hit there from the Sherman. Post goes down. It seems Axis are struggling a bit here. Losing units left and right. They are getting more Obers out though. Should never count them out. Very cost-efficient units. As long as there isn't any Scots anyway. As you can sort of stay at max range versus the T-34s and the Shermans. Meaning you don't really have to get into the line of fire here like these Obers are doing. Looking for a flank it seems, but that mine does reveal their position. Raketten goes down to the carries. Vet 1 now means he gets the insane creeping barrage. Well, PFC moving up here seems to be unstoppable. Also got a Jackson. Axis simply lacking a front line here. As the cutoff is open for the taking. Falko doesn't really want to leave his side here either. He needs to recapture this Raketten, but it's about to get denied. Aljosa definitely struggling big time here versus PFC, who's in an excellent position. Taking out these HQs. We do have a mechanized here. I'm assuming that's for a King Tiger as the Panzer IV gets an angle here. Main gun goes down on the Sherman. We have artillery coming down from the Panzer commander. Jackson does follow up, but oh my, PFC not noticing the red flare, losing the power and the machine gun. And now Jackson is in peril to the blitzing Panzer IV. One more connection is necessary. M1 gets decrewed there. There is a mine right there. Seems to get out of there just in time. Mine right in front of him. And excellent engagement there from Axis. Like getting the drop on that Sherman. That's what you want to capitalize on, you know? And with the allies being so overextended, nowhere to go. Of course, Falko also reacting. Very nice. So yeah, they did lose one Panzer IV. That's 2 vehicles down for PFC, as well as 2 infantry units. Taking a look at his army, Jesus. Completely demolished. Might actually have been even worse. Yeah, I lost the M1 as well, right? So that's 5 units dying of PFC on the screen. In that little pocket the Axis created. Meanwhile, Ray getting ready with his carries. basically pop-capped here. He can't fit an SU, can fit another T-34, and that's about it.
We are losing territory.
Oh, this M1 is in trouble. One good Panzer IV shot. Actually, it won't even be necessary. These Ubers are gonna melt that. I'm liking what Falko is doing here. Playing very reactive. To what his teammate and his opponents are doing. Definitely some nice coordination going on the Axis side. Always lovely to see. Also looking at Falko, he is of course going for that King Tiger. He's got the Panzer Commander upgrade ready for it. He's got a lot of munitions. You know, and that Panzer Commander definitely is a munition sink. Each artillery costs 80. He's gonna have a lot of munitions ready for it. Also, of course, he has the vetted 2 to 3 here, giving him a lot of extra resources. Oh, carry! Oh, disaster inbound. Our league struggling to get out of there. He was very indecisive. Should I go forward, backwards? Oh, this P4 might actually be in trouble here. This is a vetted M1. Could use that vet 1. Does not end up using it. Might be saving for the P47s instead. It is on the field. As Jason also backtacked. We're gonna see double King Tiger this match. I do believe that Ray will need a SU. They don't really have that artillery to like go ram and bam. They do have the P47s, I guess Mark. That's a pretty strong combination. If you can ram and mark and then use the P47s, that might be enough. Yeah, Axis down to 100 VPs. T-34 in trouble here. P4 does not connect. Raketen does not get another shot off either. That's the difference between 5 range, you know. If that was any other 80 gun, there would be another shell coming in. As they're now on minesweeping duty here. Gonna slowly turn Ray's army here to mush. We have off-map coming in. Oh, we did have a ram attempt there, but he got stuck behind the M1. That could have actually been it otherwise. He's got the mark, you know, in front of that 80 gun. Also hits a... was that a mine? I thought he swept everything. I guess it didn't. Fortunately, it didn't hit the King Tiger. We also have an SU here. Looking, might be able to get that Panzer IV. He's about to get snared though. Jackson, excellent attack round. Of course, getting vision there from the mark. Here comes the P47s as follow-up as well. They know about the King Tiger as well with the mark. Fortunately, Jackson does miss. That P4 is still alive. Vet 4, SU. Don't know if they still have vision. We're gonna have to see here. He's using the focus sight. Misses. There comes the second King Tiger. Oh no, he's gonna try to get away. Honestly, I would have just tried to get the finishing blow on that Vet 4. That SU was doomed either way. Oof. Oh, carry. Can't be blobbing like this versus double carry. And here comes the P47s again. The Axis VPs are draining quite fast here. Down to 69. Nice. (14 and 19 kills respectively. We do have a mine here, and the Stern Pioneers are busy repairing, so might walk on that. Meanwhile, stats.
Capturing our supplies.
We all love stats. Can definitely see the
Points remaining.
damage discrepancy there between the Allies and the Axis. Allies has just been pounding the Axis vehicles. But yeah, it's still a game. Axis still have rather large armies, though they have a lot of VPs to go. Of course, it can also be really tricky to keep these under control with the carry and the P47 strikes. If you coordinate, that's going to be a lot of firepower coming in one area. It's gonna make it really tough here for the Axis to hold on. They're gonna need a triple cap just to play it safe. Ooh! KT almost connects with the A8. But yeah, one King Tiger per VP. We have Bandelnade and the Krupps, what's it called? Landkörper in the center. Huge hits there. Oof. Seems to get away. There's a Sook there. I'm sure you don't want that on your Obers, however. That was the command, yes. Panzer Commander Barrage being used. Falko using his munition surplus. Do we have a satchel? He got the satchel off. Jesus. Okay, well, that P4 is going to be out of action for a bit. And this King Tiger, I'm not sure what he's aiming at, but... his pairs are sort of dying on the VP. Allies are in no hurry here. There is no reason for them to take inefficient trades. Just gonna have to heal up and repair. Axis just needs to not overextend here, I feel. Oh, that's gonna be a big artillery barrage here on the Vet3 M1. He needs to get out of there ASAP. Fortunately, the Folks don't kill the models carrying, otherwise you might get stunned in that, and that can be horrible. Also have a mark somewhere. Mark on the... not the Panzer IV. Where is that mark? I don't know where the mark was. It was shot down too fast. Yeah, big Allies push in the center. As you find an angle, P4 taking a lot of damage. Blitzing out of there. Oh my lord! Jesus! That's 2 penals down for Russia, left with 1 from the initial 4. Raketen is on a suicide mission, most likely looking for those Katyushas. And instead just gift that to Asha. We have a second Raketen coming up. Does he have vision? Oh, and it just repaired enough! That's so unfortunate there for Falko. Man, this King Tiger has been getting some good hits. Yeah. Axis here might be clawing their way back into it. Panzer Commander King Tiger is such a strong unit, and the allies are sort of lacking that big oomph you need to really kill them. They got the P-47s, but that's really their only Hail Mary here. And with Asha losing all his infantry, it's definitely a struggle. The King Tiger is just driving forward here. Not a lot that can stop them. I definitely like to see a Scott from PFC. I think the Scott is just too strong to give up, and this map, this type of a match, the Scott just excels. It's probably the best unit for this type of grind, where it can, you know, you can smoke the VPs behind the VPs, you can barrage the team weapons or the infantry like the Obers, and you can do it from a safe distance, especially a safe distance from the King Tiger. Ooh. Attack round attempt. Seems 2 hits will not be enough to kill that. Does this get more health from veterancy? I honestly don't remember. Well, Raketten does go down, but connects twice. Hero. We have a JP4 coming in for Aljosa. Meanwhile, holy, Falko going in here. SU surviving by a slim margin there. With that P4 shot missing. This King Tiger could be in trouble though. Could mark this and ram. We have P47s ready as well from the USF player with both his Jacksons. Bit of a missed opportunity there, not gonna lie. We do see the P47s hitting anyway. No mark though. I don't know if the allies are in voice, but I think otherwise you should give the shout there, because that was an excellent opportunity, I believe, to actually kill both of Falko's vehicles. Meanwhile, still might get this King Tiger missing a lot. P47s are surely gonna come in for another strafe though. As the SU goes down to the JP. Will the King Tiger survive this? I am not sure. It seems it will. The P47s target the Panther instead. JP goes down to the double Jackson. The Panther is just a bit outmatched here, especially standing within the plane circle. Yeah, both the King Tigers surviving there. Jacksons are looking for them, but it's doing that in front of a Raketten. They didn't manage to grab any of the VPs during this. We'll get one right now. Axis needs to get back on there fast. That King Tiger needs to get on the right VP. They have very little time. 30 VPs remaining for the Axis, and every time they lose a few, they're getting closer to a single mistake taking them out. We do have finally a Scott here from PFC. It's nice to see. Axis do take out the T-34, that's always nice, but it sort of pales when you can see that they might lose the match completely. Not sure why Falko is not moving over to that VP. Fortunately, Aljosa is grabbing the left. It's not gonna be able to hold though. One Falk versus all of PFC's army, essentially. Jackson's in the open up. Paratrooper goes down to the double Ubers. He does get in there in the final moment. No vision here for Asha to stop the cap. Raketten not quite getting the killing blow. Actually, that would have been out of range anyway. Needs 2 more hits for the Scott. As we have the double King Tiger still roaming the center. Oh! satchel possible here. Falko might have overextended a bit. I think he might have been A-moving and did not realize that was on focus vehicles, meaning it doesn't stop. Yeah, that's a heavy loss for basically nothing. Aljosa here trying to at least make it a trade with a Jackson, which is a nice pickup. That's a bet 2 Jackson down. But yeah, looks like King Tiger is quite a bad loss. He did go for this Panther. He still has something, but also, oh no, Ray not noticed the red smoke. Bet 3 M1 going down. That's a heavy loss. P4 taking a lot of damage, down to final health there. Seems to be getting away. Caddy, ooh, gets an excellent scatter shot on the Raketten. Right is now falling, center is falling. They need to hold this. These Katyushas though. Obers should be able to hold the center, but the right side is losing. Left is nowhere close getting captured. Very little time here. As mentioned, 30 VPs. And there's no indication that Falko is getting on the field. Now the VP start bleeding, 28. Oh, they're slowly running out of time though. They are pushing through the center. But army value means nothing if you have 0 VPs. This T-44 about to go down. Folks attacking the right, still nothing on the left. Scott does go down there to the JP, using heat shells, gets another Jackson. Very nice shots there. Got a fresh new Jackson looking to finish JP, but seems to be fine. We got heat shells on the King Tiger as well. Axis not managing to capture that right side though. Got Katis. Oh no! Aljosa needs to get on the left star. He's not showing any signs of doing that though. As P47s are dropping in, 10 VPs. Will they neutralize the right side in time? Seems they will. Obers here doing very well versus the Vet 3 50 cal. There you go, it's neutralized. We can see a bundle nade there, but the infantry does live. Ober is basically dying on the star. 7 VPs. They're gonna lose the center, which means the drain begins again until this is captured. They're gonna drop down to 6 VPs. Alright, now it's stops the bleed again. They're finally capturing that left side. AA going in about to stop that. At least as long as they get the neutralize, that will stop the bleed from this. PFC losing all his infantry there though. He's down to 4 units, including an ambulance.
The capture point is under attack.
Folks about to die on that star, but they're capturing the center, so it does not matter if they lose that. The AA finally goes down there to the Vet 1 JP. Our Axis actually going to be winning this. Allied army value is down the drain. Ray still has 69 pop, but both the Axis players has got more than that. Meanwhile, PFC is gonna need to rebuild essentially his entire army here. Well, I still got 200 VPs to play around with, but the Axis might just smash the allies before then. If they encircle Ray's army here, Panther almost risks losing that, but it is fine. And yeah, I think it was a bit premature of PFC to think he could end the match there, losing all his units when he didn't actually hold the star. Serious miscalculation. He obviously thought the game would end. But when it doesn't end, you just give up your entire army for, you know, not winning. VPs actually do not matter until they hit 0. And yeah, they have a long way to go now. Triple cap, and Axis armies are looking a lot stronger. Gotta be careful around these King Tigers. Just trying to catch all here. PFC is definitely gonna be struggling to hold the line, which means Ray might be open for flanks here from the cutoff. Katusha is gonna try to force away the overs there, but they remain. As Ray eats another Panzer Commander RT. That SU is 1 HP, by the way. I don't think the Raketen has line of sight. Now it does. Doesn't target the lower target though. And yeah, it looks like we have a base lock here. As Team Allies are licking their wounds. Of course, this Spearhead King Tiger is basically self-spot as well, with the Panzer Commander and Spearhead. Look at that vision. That's quite nuts. So we did have the SU. I mean, Allies are just taking more and more losses here. They can really not afford it. This Panzer was Vet 5, by the way. 50 kills. No, he didn't, Bano, but I think he thought the game would be over. I guess he did not realize that they lost the right side. That's the only thing I can think of. I think he thought that the game would be over if he just sat there and kept it neutralized, but they did not hold the right side. Yeah, Axis should show no mercy here. I would just keep pushing. We have an abandoned T-44 that KT is gonna pop any regroup shenanigans. Of course, they're actually down to 50, so you could just sit on the VPs at this point as well. But I think it's safe to say Axis have won this. Very good comeback here from the Axis teams. If there's one thing I would say is that I would have liked to see faster prio, especially from Aljosa on the left side. Of course, he was struggling versus that AA hop track, but there's this point in Co. Once you drop below a certain VP count, you just have to focus those VPs. There's no time to sit around. But yeah, definitely an excellent match. As the Axis are pounding the Allies in a cinematic fashion. Still not found this vet-free carry though. But yeah, GG and well played. And yeah, excellent match overall. Of course, the KD here, you know, fighting versus Penals. I think both Axis players did really well, and I think Allies as well. Maybe a bit more from PFC, or less so from PFC, but of course PFC was really the one pushing the first 30 minutes, I feel like, with Asha struggling. But of course Asha's build is a long-term investment, right? Going double carry first, that's always a risky risky move. But it does pay off on certain maps, like this one. Alright. GG.